placement too, right?
I know a lot about everything.
All right, well, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to put your good side on the spot.
This side knows her shit. This side forgot there was a call tonight.
I was like, you say something. All right, so everybody, please give a big welcome to Miss Jenni. She is a Misfit, a 2-star lifetime diamond. She is one of the go-to gurus on this placement volume business.
Thank you for that awesome introduction. I love me some Raymie and Nicole, and I'm always glad to hop on actually anybody's call. I'm kind of like a call whore. Like, you ask me to do a call, I'll be there. I just really like sharing any information, knowledge that I've gained in my Beachbody coaching journey. I love what we do, and I'm one of those people that kind of wants to know everything about it. So that's why I'm here able to share this with you guys, because I wanted to understand it all. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about before we get into actual placement, which I have my children's whiteboard here, because I'm going to give you an example, is the power of residual income. And what the team cycle bonuses are going to do for your income growth. The last time that Andrea actually shared her income with us was back in July. And back in July, she made $38,000 in the month. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't really know what that looks like. The most I've ever made at a full-time job is when I was managing a really popular restaurant down in San Diego. And when I, excuse me, when I stopped working there, I was making $41,000, $38,000 in a month. Broken down, I'm using my notes. I'm totally cheating because I don't have all the numbers memorized, but broken down, that's $9,500 a week that she was making. Okay. Do you think that she was selling $9,500 worth of challenge pack commissions? Like, obviously not. I broke down those numbers for you. That would mean that she was selling 190 challenge packs a week. So obviously then it comes to like, okay, well, where does that money come from? Where is the money that she's making coming from? Well, it's coming mostly from Team Cycle bonuses, which is where all of us are building that up for her with our volume and stuff like that. Nicole, I can't even handle it. Gonna give you a good eye and a bad eye. Also when we talk about residual income, it's people who stay on Shakeology. So just to break down that number for you, that would mean that she had 296 customers on Shakeology in 1 week. Or any combination of those two between challenge packs. And you guys, that's just not the case. I guarantee you, as awesome as Andrea is, she's probably not selling more than 2 to 5 challenge packs a week, if we're being honest. You know, her focus is growing us as a team and as leaders. And so that's probably shooting high, like selling 5 challenge packs a week, or even 2. That's, 2 challenge packs a week is like a lot. So where's that $9,500 coming from? Majority of it is coming from Team Cycle bonuses. And so that's what we're going to talk about. And that's why placement is so important. So we have strong and we have weak legs. And I'm going to go over that more when I do my diagram. But I just want you guys to understand what those terms mean. Your strong leg is the leg that your coach puts you on. It's as simple as that. That's it. Your strong leg is the coach that your coach. So when you sign up a coach or a coach signs you up, you're going to tell them, like, when you sign up a coach, you're going to be like, oh, your strong leg is your right leg, because that's the leg that you're on of mine. And what that means is myself and anybody who else I put on that leg is going to help you build up the volume on that side. That's their strong leg. Weak leg is obviously the opposite. It's the leg that you are solely going to be responsible for building. Some people's strong is right and some people's strong is left. And just that is the terms. The end goal in growing your business, you guys, is to make your weak leg volume higher than your strong leg volume. But the terminology will stay the same. Even if your volume gets higher on one side, on your weak leg, it's still considered your weak leg because it's not the leg that you were placed on by your coach. So that's where it gets confusing there, because some people are like, oh, well, then if my weak leg, the volume gets higher, does that become my strong leg? No, it doesn't, because that's the goal, but that's not what happens. It still is your weak leg, because it's all about the placement of where you're at. So that's just the explanation there. How familiar are you guys? You can just raise your hand. How familiar are you with if you are familiar with the process of Team Cycle bonus, like how you earn it? Are you familiar with how you earn a Team Cycle bonus? Raymie, too? Oh, yes, she is. Patricia's daughter is. Okay, so I actually am going to take up a little bit of the time on this and totally be unoriginal and not use my own material, but it's amazing. And it is, once I watched this, I 100% never had another question about team cycle bonuses and how they work. I mean, placement is another thing, but actual team cycle bonuses. So give me 1 second. I said I was going to have it pulled up. I guess that I didn't. And of course, I could have just given you guys this video and have you watch it afterwards. But what we're going to go into with placement will make a lot more sense if you know what a team cycle bonus is. So we're going to spend the next 6 minutes of your life with my best friend. I accidentally grabbed his butt at Summit. And then when I saw him again at the new leadership conference, I told him I wasn't going to grab his butt this time. And he was like, well, that's disappointing. So anyways, this is team cycle bonuses with Michael Neiman.
Earning team cycle bonus is a very complicated calculation. It's really not. It's actually pretty simple. As a matter of fact, I'm going to explain to you exactly how it works using my kids' toys from when they were little. Okay, so here's how it works. To qualify for team cycle bonus, it means you first have to become an Emerald coach. How do you do that? Well, you have to be active and you have to enroll one new coach. We'll use wrestling great Jimmy Superfly Snuka on my left side, and we'll enroll another coach on my right side. We'll use Mega Robot Guy. And once you've enrolled 2 active coaches, one on your left side, one on your right side, you are an Emerald coach. And you've activated your business center. What does that mean when you've activated your business center? Well, basically, it means that you open 2 bank accounts that collect team volume.
Raymie,
the
video's playing, right?
Headed by Jimmy Superfly Snuka, and my right bank account headed by Mega Robot Guy.
Okay.
And now, as you enroll new coaches, you start to build your team. Guess what? I just enrolled Mr. Monkey, and I'm gonna put him right here under Jimmy Superfly Snuka. And guess what? Mega Robot Guy just told me that he found an astronaut to join him on his team. And you know what? The astronaut happens to know Lizard Man and put him on his team. And hey, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, he is on fire. He just found this odd yellow armadillo and this ornery cougar, and the ornery cougar happened to know Mousy, who joined them on their team. But wait, Mega Robot Guy here, he just found this green guy. We don't know his name, but you know what? Who cares? He's doing a challenge group. And the green guy, he just brought in some kind of weird cat. And back on Superfly side, Mousy brought in Mad Turtle and T-Rex, and the team just keeps building. So what happens now? Well, as this organization grows, every time someone does a challenge group or sells a challenge pack or another product or buys something, they create team volume. And the team volume from each one of these purchases all roll up into your banks. So let's imagine that every one of these guys happens to sell Shakeology. So each of them have 90 team volume points associated with them. So let's look here at the Robot Guys team. We've got 20 coaches times 90 team volume points. That's 1,800 points in my right bank. And over here on Jimmy Superfly Snuka's side, he has 10 coaches times 90 volume points from Shakeology. So that's 900 points on my left bank. Oh, wait a minute. What's that, Superfly? Really? Wow, Superfly just said that in addition to their own Shakeology HD orders, everyone on his side sold 3 Insanity Challenge packs. So each of them are producing 300 points. 10 times 300 is 3,000 team volume points. Fantastic job, guys. Robot Guy, you guys better get to work. Now, the week ends and you want to know how much team cycle bonus you earn. Well, here's how we figure it out. You earn 1 team cycle for every balanced 300 team volume points in your bank. That means we're going to subtract 200 from the side that has the most team volume and 100 from the other side. And every time we can do that with the balance that's left in your team volume account, you earn a cycle. So let's go back. I have 3,000 on Jimmy Superfly Snuka side and 1,800 on the robot guy side. So Jimmy Superfly Snuka side has more volume, so I'm going to subtract 200 from that side and 100 from robot guy side. Okay, let's do the math. 3,000 minus 200 is going to leave me with 2,800 points. And 1,800 minus 100 on the other side leaves me with 1,700 points on my right side. So that's one cycle. All right, let's see if we can do it again. I subtract 200 from the side with the most team volume, so that's 2,800 minus 200, which leaves me a balance of 2,600 on that side. Robot got side, I subtract 100, which leaves me a balance of 1,600 on that side. You have just cycled twice. Oh, so much fun. And we just keep going until we run out of team volume. So, can I do it again? Yes, that's 3 cycles. Can I do it again? That's 4 cycles. And again, 5 cycles. And again, 6 cycles. And again, 7 cycles. And again, 8 cycles. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. That's 15 cycles. Uh-oh. I just ran out of team volume on Superfly's side. Oh well, I still cycled 15 times. Now, how much is that worth? Well, if I'm an Emerald coach, I make $14 for every cycle. So I would have earned $210. And if you're a Ruby coach, you would earn $16 per cycle. So that would be $240. And if you are a Diamond coach, you would earn $18 per cycle. That's $270. And I still have 300 points in my right bank. And that will stay in my bank and roll over to the next week as long as I stay active. Now, if I go inactive, it all goes away and I gotta start all over again from scratch. So that's how it works. Now, I've gotta get back to work. Superfly, you're in. Astronaut Guy, you're in.
All right. So yeah, so I love that video. He uses action figures. It's awesome. But it really just shows you how the team cycle bonuses work. So you see the different guys on the different teams, adding them in there. When they sell challenge packs or when they have personal HD, it adds to the volume on that leg. So the way he had them separate on the sides, that would be equivalent of your 2 different legs. And them growing at different rates and selling things and all that stuff. So you guys understand team cycle bonuses a little bit better now? You're never going to forget that analogy. I don't see a lot of heads saying yes, so maybe it only worked for me. I think it's an amazing video. But yeah, so that's team cycle bonuses. It's a 2-to-1 ratio on either side. It's taking 200 from one side and 100 from the other, and then you get your team cycle bonus. I want to show you guys this because you can cap out. So this is where we talk about placement for earning versus rank. You can cap out. So here is where you would cap out. As a Ruby coach, you would cap out at $250. So if you decide right now that you are going to build your business for income, your first goal is to get to Emerald rank because you can't make any team cycle bonuses unless you're an Emerald rank. So you would cap out at $250 a week. And that would be 17, I believe 17. Somebody else can check the math on that. I didn't write it down. 17 team cycle bonuses. And then what happens is you would cap out and that volume would just, you would almost be losing money. You would lose money by capping out or having what you could have earned over that. And then at Ruby level, you'd be 1,000, and then Diamond is 2,000, and then it just goes up and up and up there on what you can earn. So I'll make sure that Raymie and Nicole have this graphic so that you guys can have that to look at and know and refer to. So let's get into where I'm actually going to talk about some placement stuff. Okay. My little whiteboard. Okay. So actually, you know what? We're not going to do you. We're going to do your coach.
Hey, Jenny, I don't know how to do it. Is there any way to make it towards just you bigger?
Yeah, if you click speaker view, I think everyone has to do it individually on there. It's the top right. If you click on your Zoom chat, if you click speaker view, it'll be just me.
Okay, cool. I'm going to do that. Okay. Thank you.
I think everybody individually has to do it. But yeah, okay. Just for purposes of showing you about strong and weak leg. So why is my black not want to work? So this is your, I have chicken scratch right now. This is your coach, okay? And then this is their leg, and then this is their other leg. We're not even worrying about that, so don't even worry about that. And then right here, this is you. And so this is your strong leg, because this is where they're gonna help you build volume. You get to be red because it's almost Valentine's Day. Okay, so that's you. So now this continues to be your weak leg. I'm just gonna draw a line. We'll add coaches in later. So this continues to be your strong leg. So your coach, anyone above them, anyone after them is going to add to this volume here. So we'll say like after you signed up, your coach signed another coach and they go there. Freaking markers. I tested them while we were waiting. And then let's say then you add a coach, and so yours is here, and then maybe you add another coach, and then they add another coach. So then you can see how this works with all these people's volume. Everything that these people sell is going towards your team cycle volume potential, team cycle bonus potential. So then you're not getting anything if you only have this lined up, you guys. So this could be like 1,000 at 1,000 team volume. But if you have nothing built over here on what's your weak leg, then that doesn't matter. So if you want to grow your business for income, your focus is going to be here. You're going to sign one coach to start to get your emerald over here, and then you're going to start building up on this side. And you're going to add coaches over here as much as you can. And you're going to want to put coaches over here that want to work the business, because if they want to work the business, then they'll be adding people in here and such. And so for maximum earning potential, you need this volume, because this one's going to be, you're going to have help with this one. So you're going to want to be building this inside leg, this weak leg of yours. So you're going to add coaches there. You're going to add coaches that want to work the business there. And you're going to stay at emerald rank until you get close to start capping out that 250. Now that's going to be different for everybody. It's not going to be like, oh, so in 2 months, you're going to have to start working on your diamond. It's all going to depend on who these coaches are that you add over here. If you are lucky enough to add business builders right away, that could happen pretty quickly for you. But if not, getting to 17 team cycle bonuses a week is going to take a little bit of work. But if you're adding for income, that's what you're going to do. You're going to focus on this weak leg. Now, if you're adding for rank, which also you'll get the income, then you're going to do kind of a more even distribution, because your next rank after emerald is obviously ruby, but we always talk about ruby being elusive, and that ruby is actually harder than diamond, and it's absolutely true, because you have less coaches and they have to be more successful. So if you're doing that, then you are going to add kind of equally to both sides as you grow, and you will need business builders on both sides for that. So that's a big difference too. So you will have to have business builders on both sides, because you have to have an emerald on each side to go diamond. So whereas if you're earning for rank, you're going to want to put all your business builders on your weak leg, because they're going to help that volume to help get those team cycle bonuses. If you're building for rank, your business builders need to go on both sides, because you want to achieve that. You want to make sure that you have somebody that's able to go emerald on both sides. Now, the benefit of growing for rank is that obviously you're going for rank, you're still going to have income there. And you'll also qualify for another type of bonus. When you do get diamond, you qualify for what we call matching bonuses. So say like this, we'll just say whatever coach, just pick a red dot, is your coach, and they are emerald, and they make team cycle bonuses. If they make $54 in team cycle bonuses, you make $5.40. You get 10% of what your team makes in team cycle bonuses. So that's another something you have to think about. So think about like, a year from now or 2 years from now, when you have a bunch of people who are emerald rank or higher and they're making team cycle bonuses. If they're making $500 in team cycle bonuses cumulatively, you've now made 50, and that's in 1 week. And that has nothing to do with you. That has to do with you being rewarded with them having success, of you helping them find success. So earning for income on this leg, put your business builders there, all that stuff. Earning for rank, you're going to do an even distribution throughout, and making sure that you have business builders on both sides. One thing that you always have to do regardless of what you're building for is, say like you are like hardcore, I'm earning for income, and you just put the one coach here and then you just keep building over here. You got to keep an eye on that coach, you guys. If you really are just going to put one there, you might want to put 2 or 3 as a safety net. But if you're starting with one and then going straight to the other side to get that income flowing in, keep an eye on that coach. You know, if they're not a business builder, if they're just a discount coach or they're a hobby coach, you got to keep an eye on that in your back office under your sponsorship drill down to make sure that coach isn't going active. It isn't going inactive, because then you'll lose your rank, which isn't a horrible thing. It just means you won't team cycle bonus that week or until you get your rank back. But the good thing is, as long as you're active, like Michael Neiman said in that video, as long as you're active, both sides will keep storing up. Like my husband's account, I let him go inactive. And I'm sorry, I did not let him go inactive. I did not, sorry. Take that out of your brain. He did drop rank. So he dropped from Emerald at one point. And I was building my second CBC, so I just let it happen. And when he got his Emerald back, all the volume was waiting there for him, and we got a big fat team cycle bonus check. But I'll tell you this, we capped out at 250 and we missed out on a whole lot because we capped out at the 250. So that was a bummer. But I wasn't thinking when I let that happen and stay for so long. So does that kind of make sense? Like where you would put who? A little bit. Don't worry, you're going to get to ask all the questions you want. I do want to talk really, really big about spouse placement. I know we have some videos in Mr. Republic about spouse placement, but it doesn't have to be a spouse. It can be a family member. It can be basically anybody who's willing to let you run their business and then not want you to take it back later. I just want to show you guys the importance of this. So I'm going to start over another little drawing. So now we're going to say that you're the top mark. So this is you. And we'll say that again, because it's what mine is. So this will be your strong leg. So this is your strong leg, and there's, coaches here, whatever. If you are signing a spouse or a parent or a family member, friend, whatever, and you, they're going to let you run their second business, whatever. You want them, this line right here is to show you that that's the strong leg. You want them on your weak leg. You want your spouse or your significant other, whoever, you want them on your weak leg. And you want them, ideally, if you didn't do this already, it's okay. It's not, it's not going to ruin your business. Ideally, you want them right here in that first spot. Right. First spot. Not that you guys can even see the writing, but whatever. First spot on your weak leg. Okay. And there's lots of reasons. So you've got, more coaches here, more coaches here, more coaches here. You're earning, you're working for income growth or rank. It doesn't matter. This works for both. If you're building for rank, it's important to have them there, because then you actually control them going Emerald. So if you put 2 coaches under them, you can control them going Emerald. Guess what happens when they go Emerald? They start earning team cycle bonuses. So look. We're actually going to use green. So we'll say maybe they got a coach here, and that'll be their one coach over there. And then this is their weak leg. And now they're Emerald because they've got their, look at these scribbles, you guys. This is ridiculous. This is such an awkward position to be writing. It's like, I feel like a lefty. Okay, so look, now your spouses, or I'm just going to keep saying spouse, you guys, like, get over it if you don't have a spouse, and so you have they are Emerald. Now guess what? They have the potential to earn team cycle bonuses. So now you're earning team cycle bonuses off of everything that's happening here, and they're earning team cycle bonuses off of everything that's happening here. So another tidbit, if you are earning for income or even if it's for rank, and you do have somebody that you're putting here in this spot that's going to let you run their business, any order that is not a challenge pack order, that's a program, that's just Shakeology, not home direct, anything that anybody's ordering that's not a challenge pack, because you want the challenge packs under you, because you want the Success Club points and yada, 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 goes under that account. You guys hear that? Anything that's not a challenge pack goes under your spouse's account. They become a customer of your spouse's account, and this is why. You put an order under there. We're going to round up 90 to 100 just because it's easier math, so stick with me. So you have 2 people who order 21 Day Fix, just the program, not the challenge pack, okay? That is 45 PV. And that's like is it a $14 commission? It's like $14 commission, right? When they order a program. Okay, so that's $14 right there, okay? But there you sold 2. So now that is actually equals 90 PV. But like I said, we're rounding up. We're going to pretend you have like 10 residuals. So we're going to round it up to 100. So you're going to round up to 100. And so you made 14 plus 14 on those sales. Those are your commissions, right? That's your Beachbody commission. And you're making that under this account, but it's still linked to your bank account. So you now just made 14 and 14. Well, guess what? Now you've got 100 PV right here. And I guarantee you between all these coaches, you've got 200 over here. So that's a Team Cycle bonus. And he's an Emerald coach. So he just made another $14. So you went from making 25% commission to a 36% commission on those products. Like, hello, super awesome, right? So if you're earning for income, that's what you want to be doing. And then on top of that, all these volumes are trickling up. So then this person, your main account, has now Team Cycle bonus off of that, all that too. So technically you made, that's where I think the 36 comes in, but yeah. So you've made the commissions plus a Team Cycle bonus by putting it there. Whereas if you put the orders through you did not have the potential to earn this 100 PV, 90 PV, whatever, 90 PV. So that PV actually would go up to your sponsoring coach and they would Team Cycle bonus off of it instead of you. But you would actually both this way. So you wouldn't have that. You would only have the $28 and not the $34. I'm horrible at math. $42, right? Is that right? 42? Yes. So you can see the difference. And think of that on a bigger scale, you guys. My first year in the business, let's see, I started coaching in May, and by the end of the year, on just my husband's account, I had made $2,500. And that's my secondary account. And that's what I had made, in addition to what I was making up here, just by doing things like this, like putting orders that weren't challenge packs through him and Team Cycle bonusing through him. I made a lot more on his account this year because now what I'm about to get into, you guys, with it's a little bit advanced, but it's still worth knowing now while you're in the beginning phases of building your business. So does that make sense? Why you want to have that key person there, no matter who it is, and run the business? It's, okay. So now what we're like, the advanced concept is we're taking this same principle, but we're actually rocking it out with our second business center. Okay. You get to open a second, this is basically like having a second business center, but when you go 2-star, you get to open a second business center. And I got to open my second business center last July. So here is the kicker for this. So, everybody's continuing to grow. So we're just going to keep putting some reds here because this is you and your strong leg, and everybody's growing and growing and growing. And you're growing down here and you're growing down here, and maybe you sign some more coaches under your husband because maybe you're trying to get him to diamond. I don't know your strategy. You've got some other coaches in here for fun. Good times, right? So yeah, maybe you have, like, this is what I did anyways. I did add more coaches under my husband over here because I did get my husband to diamond. And so you're adding coaches here and yada, yada, yada. And then, oh my gosh, look, I'm 2-star because I got my husband to diamond, and then this girl went diamond because she's awesome, right? I don't know. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's a dude. Let's let her be a dude. This is a dude. This is a dude. This dude went diamond. I like that. This
A dude that is not married and he's super hot.
yes. You can have little beach babies together. Beach body baby.
And he can only see out of one eye, so he only sees half my face.
Or maybe he has makeup on the other side and you guys are like matched.
No, I attract enough makeup wearing men. I don't.
That's
He
true.
does not like other men.
Okay, so at this point in your business, you're a 2-star diamond coach, and you've just got like, you know, awesomeness going on in your team, you know, just all this growth. And you're ready to open your second business center. I think you guys can see where I'm going with this. Your second business center, you're going to treat it as if this didn't exist and that you're basing it off of this. So according to the same principle, this is the strong leg and this is the weak leg. So I wanted that first spot to be on the weak leg. Well, when you get down to my husband's, his strong leg is actually the other side. So his weak leg is here. So your second business center is going to go on the inside leg of your spouse's account. So my second business center is right here. So when you have this, it's that same principle. Now what happens is my secondary orders that aren't challenge packs, they don't go through here. They go through here. And so I go emerald here, and I keep growing here, keep growing here, keep growing here. Now my orders are going through here. So go back to this example. Now I'm making my $14. Oh, this black sucks. I think the green is my best friend. The green is the best use. Okay. This is where it gets really awesome. So this is why I want all of you guys to have 2-star goals, okay? So now everything that goes through here, nix what I just said, including challenge packs, goes through here. Because your secondary business center cannot hold Success Club points. So the Success Club points trickle up. So now when I sell a challenge pack right here, this is a, the volume is well, it's actually 35 because the Shakeology, but anyways, we're not gonna go there. So this volume is everything that I put in personally. And so every week, because I can look at my own business center, I have, coming from this account, I have between 150 and 300 volume there. So we're gonna say, we're just gonna call it 300. And that's just what I'm doing on my secondary business center. So that 300 volume is now trickling up to here on this side for him. And it's trickling up to here on this side for me, right there. So that's only me, you guys. So you got to imagine what all these people over here are doing as well. So we'll just give them a volume of 500 between all of them. Okay, so now on my husband's account, he has 300 on one side, and plus she's team cycle bonusing a little bit from these, you know, she's got like $14 here, $28 there. She's good. She's good. Plus the commissions are coming through this. So we've got 300 on this side. We're going to make this 6 so it's even. So then we've got the 600 and then the 300. So based on the team cycle bonus back and forth, that would be 3 team cycle bonuses. So that would be on this account, we made the 3 cycle bonuses depending on what rank he's at. Don't make me do math. What was that again? 48? 48? Are we calling 48? I don't know. You guys do the math. Gosh, somebody unmute yourselves and do some math. Is that 48? 14 times 3? No, that's a 14 times 3. That's a 2 at the end. 42? 42? We're going with 42? 42?
42.
Okay. So obviously, like I'm using lower numbers as we're growing, but so that'll be 42 right there. But you got to think, I just made all the commissions off of this. I made her little baby team cycle bonuses, and then I made them there, and then I'm making them again. This 300 adds to this 600. So now we've got 900 total on this side versus whatever. Who cares what this leg is doing? Because this leg's doing itself. Like this is like whatever. Who cares what they're, yeah, I heard it after I said it, Nicole. Yeah. So, you know, now you can see how it all just accumulates together for that maximum. My throat is, I'm so sorry. I have to keep coughing and clearing my throat. You can see how it all like combines and really works like beneficially where you're making constantly like, so my income flow currently where I'm at works like this. Commissions right here, team cycle bonuses right here, team cycle bonuses right here, team cycle bonuses right here. And then obviously because it's diamond, I'm also making matching bonuses, which I talked about, which is when anybody here makes team cycle bonuses. So off of my own account, I'm making matching bonuses off of my secondary CBC, and I'm making off of this and any other emerald that I have. So I know that's a lot of numbers and that's a lot of dots and it's a lot of scribbling. But that's pretty much the basic and the advanced version of team placement. So if I didn't answer what you guys were looking for, I apologize. But I did want to leave some time for you guys to ask specific questions, and I'm going to erase this so that if I have to draw something else, I can draw it more clearly to answer your questions. Go ahead, somebody unmuted.
I got a quick one for you, Jenny. If you can explain this since you just kind of went over it. Can you explain to them what it does for their business when their upline opens that secondary CDC below them? It's like in my case, even though Andrea is she's my sponsor coach. However, I am actually on Jeremy's team. So when she opened up that CBC under Jeremy, I saw my volume on my strong leg just skyrocket. And that's when I started banking all that extra. So if you could I'm really bad at explaining it, but if you could explain to them why it's such a good thing to be in that position.
Yeah. Are they going to be in that position?
I'm sure some of them will.
Okay.
At some point, because I do have coaches under my husband.
Yeah.
So I have Mark on my weak leg, and then I have coaches, not his personally sponsored, but I have coaches stacked underneath him.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep, I did the same thing.
So I have quite a few coaches stacked over that way. So it will affect them.
Yeah, exactly. To help with his team cycle bonuses and all that stuff. So when you add your second CBC down here, so we're going to say this is you, your spouse, and then just coaches. Like she said, you have coaches in between here and stuff like that. If this is any of you guys or whatever. And it's actually a really good growth opportunity. Got really dark in here. Okay, so this one we're going to say is the secondary CBC, way down here. All of these coaches, you're going to see your volume growth potential explode. And the reason being what I just said before, every single one of my orders goes through here. So you basically are having a coach place. It's like having a rock star placed underneath you. I already know how to grow a business. I already know how to get sales. You don't have to wait for me to find my stride. I already have my stride. So every single order I get, challenge pack or not, is going under here. So that's going to build up that volume. So then again, say this is you. Your job is to build up this side, build up that weak leg, get those team cycle bonuses. This is going to be it'd be having like Raymie just said, she has Andrea's business center underneath her. So the volume potential on that side really starts to build up. And what you do, again, this is more advanced stuff, what you do before this happens, any of you who happen to be in this position ever, where you're going to have somebody open a second business center underneath you, we call that a golden egg opportunity. And you sell that ish. Not just the coach who's opening the second business center, anybody who's on that leg. I see kids, okay, Nicole, that's why I can't cuss. So anybody on that leg, before I open this business center, I said, hey, anybody who you're talking to about recruiting, you need to tell them now is the time, because they will be placed in a position, and I created a whole video on it, they're going to be placed in a position to have maximum earning potential underneath them. So any of these people are going to benefit from this, and this being their strong leg is going to become a super strong leg. So if they had, say the people there just hobby coaches or just, discount coaches having their Shakeology here and there, the volume might not have been that great on that quote unquote inside leg, but then you add a secondary business center there and it's going to explode, because I have no reason to put an order there or there anymore. My complete business, and not just my volume, I'm growing a team there. Because my first goal after you build a secondary business or open up a secondary business center is to build that to diamond. So I'm adding coaches. I'm adding coaches here and I'm adding coaches here, and all of this volume. This is something else good to point out. You see how I'm making these secondary legs? If you're here, it's not just the volume here that accumulates for your leg. It's also these side ones too. It's everything that ever stemmed from that side of that leg. So it's not just on that one level. When I sign a coach over here on the bottom, and maybe she starts to be a rock star and she goes diamond, her and all her team's volume is trickling up to here and coming and finding its way back up to you. So it's not just my volume, it's the team that I'm building down there too, as well as the teams that other people are building there also. Some tricky stuff. Did that answer what you want me to, Raymie?
Yeah, sorry, my son was coming and asking to play. Yeah, it does. And I just kind of want them to get to that point where they're visualizing it, because we know that they're going to be doing amazing this year. They're already hitting 2016. They hit the ground running, and they're just like, they're blowing our minds. We're so proud of them. So even though, 2 stars the first big goal, I really want them to be able to see what their next goal should be, like what they should plan on seeing. And I just kind of wanted them to be able to visualize that.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like, we always talk about like when coaches are brand new, it's like, oh, go Emerald. And you think like Emerald's going to change your life. And then it's like, oh, go Diamond. And, but like really, like Raymie just said, the first real goal is to get yourself to 2-star. That's when you have so much control over your earnings at that point. With the multiple team cycle bonuses, with the matching bonuses, with the, growing this team and putting all your orders under here, because when you do it through your spouse, like I said, with that one, everything but a challenge pack. So everything but a challenge pack goes here. So you're still putting challenge packs here. So you're not banking off of that volume, but now you're banking off of all the commissions are going here, as well as all the volume is going up here and up here. So dream big. For sure. I actually had that on my notes. Dream big, guys. And then to be 100% honest with you guys, when I get to open a next business center, which won't be like tomorrow or anything like that, I don't know where your 3rd business center is supposed to go. I'm not sure. I guess I'll figure that out along the way. I'm sure Andrea knows. Or that's what Nicole knows.
All going, like, number 3 is under number 2.
That's what I was thinking. It would go as high up on number 2's weak leg as you could get it, whatever the next spot is.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. But then, like this outside leg, you got to keep doing something with that. I need to get some rock stars over there. That's my next goal, is after I get my girl. Her name's Bertha, by the way. My second CBC, her name's Bertha. So my team decided to name her. So she's Bertha. When Bertha goes Diamond, which will hopefully be soon here, then I'm going to building back out here, because all of this that's happening for me in here, like we talked about before, your weak leg can have higher volume. That's what happened for me. So this is out voluming this, and I want this to catch up. So I need to sign some rock stars out there. Yeah.
Great. So when business center number 2 gets to 2-star, I'm voting that number 3 be named Nicole.
Okay.
Obviously.
Or some like sassy version of Nicole. What's your middle name?
Nicole.
Oh. How did I not know that? Is it really Nicole?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, then we'll call her Nikki Nicole.
Your mom would do that.
So does anybody else have any questions about placement, or more specifically about earning for income versus rank? It really is a personal decision. You talk to anybody and they will tell you different things. When I first started, I really wanted that rank. I wanted that diamond rank, and I wanted it fast. I was like, just gotta get diamond, And now when I sit back and I look at things, I do tend to do things more income based, because rank is awesome, especially, diamond is cool because especially if you have working coaches, you do get those matching bonuses and things like that. But I feel like I could have made more money in this business so far if I was working towards income more than rank. But my personality it's changed a little bit, but I still like rank. I'm not going to lie. I still like rank. But at this point, rank is so, like, I can help my girls to diamond, but they have to, get there. So it allows you to step back and really kind of see things. And I do honestly wish I grew a little bit more for income to start. But that's just me now. No questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
One, you're so cute. I just want to know. I love you. Second, So now that you're adding your coaches, you're only adding them in your second business center? You don't add any in your first? Does that make sense?
Yes and no. I was only adding to my second business center, and I got it really, really close to diamond, but it was a very weak. It would have been a very weak diamond because there's a lot of discount coaches. Because I'm in the military, or I'm not. My husband is, and so there's an awesome, military discount, and I don't offer discount coaching to a ton of people based off of where I'm at in my business. If they're going to be a lifer, then I do. But I started offering it again to kind of fill those spaces, and that's what happens. And then it kind of fell away. And then I was like, okay, I'm only going to focus on this because I was kind of focusing everywhere. So I only add to there, but just recently, because I saw the big difference in volume, I had 2 coaches that were previous customers. This is so, don't let this confuse you. If you have a previous customer from your first business center and you sign them as a coach, even through a link of your second business center, they're going to automatically go to your first. And it's a quick fix. It's an email to coach relations. That's it. Anyway, so I recently last month signed 2 coaches. They're previous customers from this business center. And instead of moving them, I kept them over here. But for the most part, the answer to your question is yes, you will add, as long as your 2-star, or I guess for you or for anybody, you only have to worry about the fact that you're diamond and that you qualify for 2-star, 10 active coaches. As long as that is fine, I would say yes, 100% add all coaches to your second business center, because that goal is to get that coach to diamond, which would then make you a 3-star diamond coach. So that is the goal. For me, because I had that setback and now I'm close again, I was like, I kind of reevaluated and I was like, okay, what's more important? Income versus, versus the rank. And for me, it was income at this point. Because you might not have the same problem I had. You might have a really strong leg out here and you wouldn't even have to make that decision. Your goal would be to build this up because you want this to match this. So yes, the short answer is yes, but always add to your secondary business center. But I did not 100% do that, but for financial reasons.
And to stay diamond, you have to have everybody active, right?
To stay diamond, you have to have the 8 active coaches, 4 on each side, and 1 on each side has to be emerald. To be a star diamond coach, you have to have 10 active coaches. So if you were a 2-star diamond coach, you'd have to have the 10 active coaches, at least 4 of them on each side and an emerald on each side.
So they could just be active. You don't have to have like them all be diamonds for you to be a diamond.
No, not at all. Nope. They just have to be active, which means that they have personal volume of 50 or more, or they've put through enough orders in a month to have 50. Just the only ones that have to hold rank is 1 on each side has to be an emerald rank. But for star diamond, they have to be a diamond coach.
Okay.
That's what makes you a star diamond, is when you have a diamond in your downline that's a coach in your downline that's a diamond, that makes you a star diamond. When you have 2 that are diamonds, it makes you a 2-star diamond.
There's actually a diagram online. I'll go copy and paste it right now. I'll send it to the group so you can see it. When you visually see what it looks like, it makes it a little easier. So I'll find that and I'll go post it right now for you.
I almost pulled one up too when I pulled up the cap outs, and I was like, oh, I don't want to confuse them. I'm talking about a lot of things.
Oh, so that's why when people say like they lose their diamond or whatever because one of the 10 could go inactive?
Yes, exactly. Like maybe they financially couldn't afford Shakeology or whatever it is, and they go inactive, and the coach didn't have somebody to replace them at that time or whatever. But then that coach, it could just be, they could just lose their diamond for 1 week, and then the next week that coach could get an order or like order their Shakeology or whatever. So yeah, that's when you hear that term of, oh, I lost my diamond or whatever, it's because a coach went inactive or something like that. Or maybe one of their emeralds coaches went inactive, and so then their emerald lost rank, and so they lost rank.
And it happens a lot where you'll bounce, especially if you have like a lot of discount coaches who are like, oh, I have too much Shakeology right now, I'm going to put it on hold till next month. You'll see it'll wibble wobble all over the place. So correct me if I'm wrong, Jenni, but one of your main things is that you want to cushion that so that you know you have 4 or 5 workers and then however many discount coaches, so that you know these ones are working, they take their Shakeology every day, so you know they're going to stay on home direct. So I have like 20-something people in my downline, yet I only have like 6 active working coaches. And because of that, my rank will wibble wobble around. So you definitely want to try to get it towards cushion, because those discount coaches, they will do that. And like Jenni, I'm a military spouse as well, so I kind of do the same thing. I say, hey, you know, not working, but there's the discount, whatever. So that does happen. I have a lot of military members who will have too much Shakeology on hand. They'll cut it back, and you'll see so many go inactive all the time. And you'll log into your online office, and on the bottom left-hand side, it'll say, you have so many coaches projected to go inactive. You have this many new in your downline and stuff like that. So you guys will be able to keep track of it there as well. And if you log in every day, which you should be, you'll see it on the bottom left-hand side.
Yeah. Like, okay, for example, right now, I told you before I was earning for rank, so I wanted to make sure every side was cushioned. So when I went diamond, I had like I think I had like 6 coaches on each side, or 6 on one side and like 8 on the other, and I was just waiting for emeralds. Like my girls I couldn't get emeralds, and I finally did, and she went emerald, so I went diamond or whatever, and they were discount coaches. So I literally have 4 active coaches on my strong leg that are my personally sponsored coaches. And that's it, because I build everything on my weak leg. Now, the reason I can do that is because they're all workers. So I have one of them's not, but he's my dad. So he can't go off Shakeology. He knows he's a placeholder. So I have my diamond over there, and then I have my other girl who's working towards diamond, and then I have another girl who's a little bit newer, but she's about to go emerald, and I know they're not going anywhere. And then I have my dad. So those are my 4 active coaches. Actually, I have one more because somebody quit and her coach rolled up to me and she's active. So I have 5, but I don't grow that. I have not added a coach to my strong leg. It's probably been like 9 months because I'm growing for income now. So everything goes on this weak leg, normally down here under my second business center. But if any of I keep a close eye on those girls, you better damn believe it. Like, I check on those girls, make sure that their Shakeology went through, make sure that they're staying active. And if they're not on their Shakeology, which actually the ones on this side, they all are, making sure that they have the right PV that they need to keep their rank and all that stuff. So I keep a really watchful eye on that because I don't have a ton over there to cushion it. My plan is to get my second CBC to diamond, get some coaches over here on that outside leg, and then get some more over there on my strong leg. Otherwise, I'll never be able to make it to like 5-star or above because I won't have anybody on that side like to go diamond. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of strategy to placement. And talking to different people, you'll hear different things. But my strategy pretty much goes along with what I've learned from Andrea and stuff. And I know Nicole knows a lot about strategy for placement too, right?
I know a lot about everything.
Well, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to put your good side on the spot.
This side knows her shit. This side forgot there was a call tonight.
Where's that Tupac at, Nicole? You need to like put the good side. You need to California love this side over here.
I took off my hoodie tonight because I'm feeling so sexy. That's what Jackie and Patty got, the full-on hoodie last night. I was gangster in the cave, darkness behind me. Tonight I'm classy.
I was gonna grab a glass of wine and then I didn't. I don't know what I was thinking.
I would never even think of it, but it's like, Jenni, I have to drink. I'm about to get up on the counter and start dancing just because it's the rest of these squares aren't here and it's just me and you time.
Yeah. I like
I should be up on the bar dancing.
Wine calls with Jenni and Nicole are the best, just so you guys know, if you ever have the opportunity.
I could go at any time. I mean, We can switch over right now. You can either wash my face or finish, whichever you need.
I would not let you do either. It would have to be
I
like
bring pizza sometimes or Starbucks. It just depends. I have all of my props are here.
What was I gonna say? Oh, anybody else have any questions before we apparently go into wine mode?
I have a question.
Yep.
I enrolled my husband, and when I went to check online, it shows that he's in my right leg. How do you change it from a right leg to a left leg? Do I have to go coach relations? Do you do it yourself?
Are you sure that is that your weak leg or is that your strong leg?
That's gonna be my weak leg.
The right leg is your weak
No,
leg?
my right leg is my strong leg, but I want him to be on my left leg. How do
When
you
did you
change
sign
it?
him up?
Huh?
When did you sign him up?
It was the end of January, like the January 31st.
It might
We have 5 days, so I think you might be past it.
Oh, but if I did, how would I do that? Like, how would I?
there's a form. I'll show you real quick.
Okay.
How long have you been coaching?
Like 4 months, 4 or 5 months.
Okay. Do you have other coaches under you?
I just signed up another coach maybe like 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay.
But she's on my right leg, no, she's on my left leg. So it does it just do it itself when you sign up? It just puts it to the leg, and you have to figure out where to move it.
Both of those.
Okay.
Fast.
You're balanced, Angie, right? Right and left is balanced?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
Where did my screen go? Oh yeah.
where did my screen? Okay. So if you go to where am I going? This is not where I want to be. This is where I want to be. That's not where I want to be either. We want to be here under Contact Us.
Okay.
So under the Contact Us form, you just go here to email, and then you fill everything out. Usually it lets me just get away with it. There we go. Okay. There's actually just a section right here where you get to requests, and you scroll down and it says right here placement change.
Oh, okay.
And the things that you have to have in there is I hit live chat instead of email, but it's the same form. It's the same form.
Okay.
Except that you'll get a message box here, and the things that you have to say is you have to give them the coach's ID. So this is the verbiage that your email should say. You'd say, I'd like to place my new coach with their name, and then say coach ID, whatever, from my right leg to my left leg under coach, whoever the last coach is on that side.
Okay.
So you have to physically tell them from right to left and where the actual physical placement, what coach it would be under.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So then, real quick. So when we look at graphical genealogy, right here, so you go my downline, graphical genealogy. If I go to bottom, we'll go bottom right because I know that that's red or blue. So see, these little guys are blue.
Okay.
That means that's not where my coach is going to go.
Okay.
When you see the little guy, and obviously mine is a lot longer, but when you see the little guy that's red, that's where it's going to go. So say like I wanted the coach to go on my left side or my right side. I go over there and I click it, and you'll get this little prompt right here. This user has been selected for preferred placement. Would you like to save this change? It's okay. And you'll see that little guy's red now.
Oh, gotcha.
So I know that that's where that guy is going to go, and it'll stay continuing on this side until I change it again.
Perfect.
So there's that. I would see if they would, I mean, what is the date today? The 6th? You're outside of your window, but it's one of those things where it might be worth it to cancel his account. I don't know. Talk to your coach. I'm not making any decisions for you.
Right. I'll see.
There's benefits to both. I mean, some people grow very good businesses because they do it on their strong leg, and there's earning potential there too. But yeah, just
Well, now I know, so at least I can know how to, work.
Yeah. Try and work out something. Well, I would definitely email them and see if they'll do it. You never know.
You never know. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Of course.
Even better this time.
Jenny was there, you guys. This is so much fun.
And
We
I'm like,
danced on the bar in Coyote Ugly. That's how much fun Summit is.
but Jenny is the same. Her success partner is very reserved.
I did not dance at the bar at Coyote Ugly. I was reserved.
No, you were wearing a fucking dress. That's why.
So was everybody else.
I wasn't.